This is not financial nor professional advice. This video is for entertainment only. Hey everyone, I want to describe what I've been doing and how I've been trading this crazy market. Are we going up or are we going down? Is the pain over or have we had enough pain for 1 decade? It seems like a decade. Since 2020, haven't we been, we've already been through a crash. Here we go again. But are we in a crash or are we near the bottom? It's hard to tell. But today, I think the market showed signs of true life. And so there has to be 3 nails put into the coffin of shorting before I'll stop. But I think we have 1 nail in the coffin today. At least I'm going to stop shorting for a while. And I started buying Fang stocks. And that's because Apple and Microsoft held the market up last week. And I think the other Fang stocks are going to keep it above water this week. And Google reports results on February 1st, which is Tuesday. And then Facebook reports results on Wednesday, which is February 2nd. And last but certainly not least is the great Amazon, which reports results on Thursday, February 3rd. So I think it's a battle between these large companies and the bears, and hopefully there isn't any weird geopolitical events. But I bought Google, Facebook, and Amazon during the day and basically day traded them. On Google, I made about $1,000. Facebook, I made about $1,000. And Amazon, I made about $3,000. So far, so good, right? Tesla, I started trading it too late. I made $200. A big deal, right? And then I had it in my head to try to trade the oil ETFs, and I traded XLE, which is an oil sector fund. It's a 1-for-1 thing, and I lost about 500 on that. Gush is a double leveraged fund on oil. For every dollar that oil goes up, it'll go up $2 essentially. So I lost between the two of them. I lost $1,000, so that wasn't so good. Somehow in the day, fantasy took hold as the market was exploding, and I realized I could get Roblox, RBLX, for near its IPO price. So I bought some of that, and I broke even. I think I made $20 on it or something, but I more or less broke even. But the reason oil is going up is I think demand will go down in the future, and the oil companies are seeing this, and they're not investing in new facilities, building new facilities, and um, using materials that they will need to produce more, because they anticipate production will need to go down. So we might have an oil shortage caused by the oil industry saying, you know what, it really isn't worth putting all this money into it on a long-term basis. So how did the trading day turn out? Well, on the Fang-like stocks, I made about $5,000. That includes Google, Amazon, and Facebook. Tesla, I made a little bit of money. I sort of entered too late. Archer Daniel Midlands, that's ADM, I made $200, but it's too early to be trading food stocks. Intense day of trading, and I came out positive $2,500. And I had close to 5,000 at one point, but I made the mistake of trying to short it towards the end, thinking that it was going to reverse, and it didn't. It just kept going up. And so I ended up making $2,500 for which I was thankful. But I am going to trade QQQs because that's sort of what I ended up making money on anyway. Why did I do it? All this work for that, which it's not nothing, but it seemed like a lot of work to do. And spending a day doing this, I don't know. It was my idea of fun. And it's not the kind of trading I enjoy. If it's a bull market, yeah, it's fun then. But shorting, and it was a mistake to short. And so, what have I learned my lesson? The answer is a definite maybe. Okay. Um, I think what I've learned is it is too early to trade sectors like oil or Chinese stocks or food stocks right now. It's a little too early to move into those. I think you're ahead to stick with the Fang-like stocks, the large billion-dollar companies. They are going to be the last to fall, and apparently will probably be the first to rise. So I can see the attraction of them. When I looked at my trades, I noticed I was trading a lot of Fang-like stocks plus Tesla. So I might as well be trading the QQQ because that's the 100 largest companies. Uh, and I might as well be trading that because that's kind of what I'm favoring now, and that's what's making money now. So I think I'm just going to simplify it, and that way I can move in and out of stocks much faster also. So tomorrow I'm planning to stay in the QQQ, hopefully get in early at a good price, and I'm just going to stay there unless I'm shaken out severely. Okay. And there's two advantages of this. Uh, if if this isn't the bottom, well, I haven't lost much probably. Okay. And if it is the bottom, I will come out smelling like a rose with the QQQ. So right now, I'm going to trade a limited amount. I won't put more than half of what I usually invest. I won't put more than that because I think it remains to be seen what's going to happen. And so I'll put maybe half of it in. And I think the safest thing to do is just to stay in cash and hope that I'm right, that Google will show positive results on Tuesday. And I'm almost certain they will, but I'm less certain on Facebook and Amazon, and that could just be because of situational factors. But I think we have to see more with those companies. But if all three of these come out with flying colors, let's say, then I think we're in a standoff. I think we have a month of guaranteed no increase in interest rates. Uh, I think we're guaranteed that unless they would call a special meeting. And by that time, we would know to get out of the market if they're calling a special meeting, if inflation gets that bad. So we got to run for the hills if that happens. But I think other than that, we have a month without interest rates increasing, and it looks like these big companies are going to be the first to recover if this trend continues. But today is the first day I'm seeing the beginning of an uptrend. Let's see if it follows through. I want to see a week like this, uh, or at least 3 or 4 out of the next week of trading be on the upside and strong in trading. That's when I'll be fully convinced. Good luck in your trading. We're all going to need it, right? Be sure to like and subscribe so that you receive future notifications, and share with friends and people who may be interested. Thanks for listening.